everybody, welcome to the Logan Powell Show. It's me, your host, Calvin Logan. Definitely. So, hey, we're having some fun here. My name is Calvin of the Logan Powell Show. We nationwide, worldwide. We love y'all. Hey everybody, welcome to the Logan Power Show. It's me, your host, Calvin Logan, live here at Destiny Church International here in North Charleston, South Carolina. Well, I found me a place here in the South where you eat right, good food, soul. She is the owner of Carolimas Low Country Cuisine, Mrs. Sameka Jenkins. How you doing?
Great, how are you?
Good, glad to have you here.
Glad to be here.
All right. Well, hey, pop up that mic so people get to know more about you. So tell us more about who is Sameka Jenkins.
Well, I was born and raised in Mount Pleasant, and I grew up there, and that's where I started cooking. And I took it to college, graduated, worked several different jobs, and at the end of the day came back to what I love to do, which is cooking.
I love it. Got it. So what made you start Carolima's Low Country Cuisine?
Carolimas opened just a little over a year ago. We opened the storefront, but actually we've been in business for 5 years with catering. We started catering in 2011, and we'll be celebrating, 5 years of that this year. But the actual storefront has been open for a year. We just celebrated our 1-year anniversary.
Okay, all right. So, when you think about soul food, you think about cuisine and what you guys bring to the table. You're always in a competition. What makes you guys, I know you got some great food. My wife has tasted plenty of times. She was popped into your restaurant. But what makes you guys different in how you guys bring food to the table compared to everybody else?
One of the things we try to strive for is great food and great service. I feel like people have the opportunity to spend their money wherever they like nowadays, and so it's important to make people feel very comfortable and warm when they come into an establishment, because I think that's missing from a lot of businesses. And also we make everything from scratch, and so there's a lot of love that goes into our cooking. We don't have a lot of processed foods, which is hard to find now when you're dining out. So between the customer service and the fact that we make everything from scratch, I think that's totally what differentiates us from other restaurants.
Amen, amen. Now you guys got a slamming red rice, some slamming fried chicken, some good food. What's your favorite dish, you think?
Wow, my favorite. My favorite would probably be the macaroni and cheese and the baked turkey wings. And that's really how we got started, is with the baked turkey wings, because it's one of those things I think people enjoy it, but who has 3 hours to bake turkey wings when they get off work? So people come to us to get that. So it would probably be the macaroni and cheese and the baked turkey wings.
Man, macaroni and cheese, that sounds like a good combination. See, I'll say right now, I am thinking. See, right now I'm not trying to interview. I'm trying to think about, can I get a plate, bring it to me, first class. So you think about baked turkey wings, macaroni and cheese, throw some candied yams on there, a nice good lemonade tea. What? It's a wrap. Calvin will be fine. I'm good to go. So you have customer service. My wife has been there. She loves it. We are trying to do our little date thing. When you get to use a parent, it's kind of hard when you have children. So you're trying to do a little date thing like, hey, y'all be watching somebody else so I can have some soul food in my life. So where do you see it going? Where's the vision has been given to you for where you see your company going?
Right now, we just want to make improvements with the location that we currently have. We want to make sure we get it right before we expand, because with having a restaurant, there's so many factors involved, and it's not just the food. I mean, the food is the best part of it, but then you have the business side of it. And so we need to make sure that we have the right people in place, that we have just the right vision, so before we expand to something else. So right now, we still have people coming in a year later saying they didn't know we were there. And so we're actively working on getting the word out so that people know we're there, so that we can build up our customer base, so that we are able to expand eventually.
Okay. Well, tell everybody, how can they come to your place? Shoot out the address.
We are located at 5D South Alliance Drive in Goose Creek, and our address is a little finicky because it actually runs behind the building. So I tell everyone we are exit 203 off College Park Road. So it's technically Ladson. And so if you took exit 203 from I-26 West, turn right, we're a mile and a half down on the right-hand side in the Plantation Point Shopping Center. We're open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 8, and for brunch on Sundays, where we serve shrimp and grits and our red velvet waffles. The only day we're closed is Mondays.
Wow. You said red velvet waffles?
Red velvet waffles with the cream cheese drizzle that we make in-house. It's delicious.
See what I'm talking about? See, that's the thing. Tell you, they make you get hungry in this place. Red velvet waffle. That sounds good. Red velvet cake sounds good. You talking about red velvet waffle, some syrup on that thing?
Yes,
what?
And we actually make a red velvet cheesecake brownie as a dessert also, as well as Charleston Chewies. Again, everything is made from scratch, and people come in sometimes just for dessert.
Shut the front door. Boy, I tell you, that's what I tell you. I couldn't be next door, because I'd have been plump, weighing like 400 pounds. They said, Cal, we doing, man? I had Carolimas Tuesday through Saturday, hear me? And I snuck off on a Sunday. My days off is Monday. I may eat right. So, you got a great business. I believe that you're going to go great different places. I believe the customer service side of you is fantastic. Who was your biggest motivator in saying, I'm going to help you get your business where it is right now?
Oh, wow. I think my biggest motivator was me. I had to decide that it was something I wanted to do. People were like, oh, have you always wanted a restaurant? And no, that wasn't it. It was just one of those things where I had already been serving lunches a couple of days a week. And when this space was available next door to where I was already set up, I decided to take a look at it. And when I walked inside, I just knew it was for me. It was the perfect size. It was the perfect setup. I already knew the location was great because I had worked in the shopping center for months already, and I knew what the foot traffic was like, because location is so important when you have a restaurant. And so all those things combined just made me know that, okay, this is for me. And I was like, well, at the age I am now, it's now or never. So let's just do it. Now, when you talk about support system, of course, my husband, my mom, my sister, my daughter, I have tons of friends who come to my aid whenever I need them. But as far as motivation, it came from me.
Amen. Well, you can see she's a faith walker. She took a leap of faith getting this started. Carolimas, I'm telling you, it is some good food. I tried to get a plate, but I was denied. My wife was like this, you ain't getting not one piece of my food. She went a couple of times, and she didn't tell me on the back. I remember this place called Carolinas, and the place we was about to go, but it was 7:45, and I was downtown. I said, I know I ain't gonna make Carolinas next 15 minutes and get myself a plate. So I recommend this. When they say 11 to 8, you make sure you get there on time and get yourself some good food in your life, okay? I'm about eating good. I'm about exercising now. Come on now. Calvin's not out there, okay? I like taking care of myself. Trust me. My wife gets mad at me. Why you going? I got to exercise. I'm not trying to be 500 pounds. I'm just told you. When I told her me, I want to be right. But final thought. What has God said for you to do with this business in the next 3 to 5 years? Where's the goal of where you need to be at?
Again, my goal is just to live another day in this business. It's tough. The fact that we've been open a year, speaks volumes, because most businesses fail the first year. So the fact that we've been open for a year speaks volumes, and I'm just trying to live another day. I just tell people I'm trying to live another day. So if God sees fit for us to be there for 3 years, we'll be there. If He sees fit for us to be there 5 years, we'll definitely be there. But it's all in His timing and what He wants us to do.
Amen. Amen. Well, tell people how can they get in contact with you.
They can contact us at 843-553-8500. We accept takeout orders as well, so you can call over the phone. If it is 7:45 and you like to place a takeout order, you're welcome to do it, because we're typically there until around 8:30, 8:45. So you're welcome to place those orders and come and pick them up. We also have a website at www.carolimas.com. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, and we're on Twitter. So we have all the social media outlets covered except Snapchat. We haven't done that yet. But we're covered that way. And we also offer catering services for large events and small events, as well as kids cooking classes. So we have tons of things going on. Anytime you can call the restaurant, see what types of specials we're running for the week. On Tuesdays, we have 2 for 2. We call it 2 fried chicken dinners for $14.99, which is a great family meal because you receive 4 pieces of chicken and 4 sides. And then on Wednesdays, we serve oxtails. So we have a lot going on.
I tell you, food is good. Tell us about your cooking class for kids. How does that work?
The cooking class for kids, $30 covers materials and the food and everything. And the way it's set up, it's a 2-hour class. Kids come in, and we limit it to 12 children, and we have a menu of about 3 entrees. They prepare the entrees with supervision, and then the parents are invited back for the last 30 minutes, and we all sit down and we dine together. That way we sneak in a little etiquette also, because we teach them how to set the table, and the parents come back the last 30 minutes and dine with the kids, and the kids get to partake in whatever it is they made, and then they get to go home.
Sold out. I am sold. Right now, I'm getting my kids. Right now, we're going to sign up for this. This is what you want. But for those that are watching, I thank you again for coming.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
All right. And again, I want you to get connected right now to this lady. Come down. You're going to enjoy the food. I guarantee it. It's all the time I got. My name is Calvin Logan, the Logan Power Show. Nationwide, worldwide. Mm-hmm. We appreciate you. We'll see you on next week.
In peace. You are a light that shines so bright.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Logan Power Show. It's me, your host, Calvin Logan, live here in Destiny Church International in North Charleston, South Carolina. Well, I love to laugh, love to have fun. I got with me a group here. They're gonna have some fun with us today. I got Miss Trish Dunn. She's a ventriloquist and a comedian. And Miss Agnes. How you ladies doing today?
I'm fine. Oh, me too, honey. I'm doing so good. Thanks for having us.
Well, thank you, ladies, for coming on the show. Y'all are looking very beautiful today. You know that?
Oh, thank you. She doesn't look that good. I dressed for the occasion. Yes, I do. I know. I know how to act in public, unlike Trish. I know how to act.
Well, tell us more. Who is Trish Dunn and who is Miss Agnes?
I am Trish Dunn. I am Miss Agnes, yes. I started ventriloquism professionally about 10 years ago.
Okay.
And Agnes was my first character that I actually started performing with. She's the second actual figure that I'm performing with. I actually wore the first one out, which is scary for her. But yeah, and she's a wonderful character, and she's a staple in my show. And I use her to do my spiritual messages at the end.
Okay.
I don't like that too much. I mean, I like the message, but good heavens, being used like that. I mean, it's embarrassing in public, don't you know?
I got you. But you're making a difference, though.
I know it's for a good cause, but, you know, it's nothing worse when you're a puppet to be laying there without somebody using you. It's just horrible. But it is a very, very impactful message, and I accidentally ran across using it because as a ventriloquist, I always just wanted to make people laugh. It was all about laughing and getting your marketing out, kind of things. And I actually had my first experience in Charleston where I realized that it can be used, you know, kind of for God. And it's at that point too, I realized that I had everybody has a gift, and maybe this is my thing. And the very, very first comedy explosion that Sharia had put together, I was in, and I had the privilege to get to do my little message at the end, my little visual message with Agnes. And afterwards, I had people tell me, you know, how visually impactful it was. Okay. And at that point, I realized, hey, this is really what I like doing, and I enjoy this. And if this crazy thing that I do, and this embarrassing thing that I do, and it's embarrassing to my children, if it can reach people for the kingdom of God, then hey, it's a win-win. I'm having fun. Can't ask for anything other than that.
I got it. Well, you know, for me, I have my own little acts, as my wife say. You know, you can be different people at times. I know that my son, he talks about me. My daughter does. They feel that I'm a special character, a special person here on the show. But so tell us, you know, we got people watching. Talk to them. Tell them more about why you do what you do, Agnes. I know it's kind of hard for you at times because you are, you know, you consider me the actor.
Honey, I am 86 years old.
86?
86.
Wow.
And my choices are this. Either I'm going to be living in a home somewhere, you know, chasing the single man, or I'm going to be a puppet for a ventriloquist. At least this way, heck, I get to travel, get to do things. It's pretty good. I still work, though, you know.
Okay.
I work at Walmart.
Work at Walmart? Okay. Which Walmart?
Oh, it's one in Gastonia called Nerdle School Road Walmart. You know, there's some fancy Walmarts, and then there's these Walmarts that's kind of the blend between ghetto and redneck.
Wow.
That is not Walmart. Yes, it is.
Got it. And what is the difference between the ghetto and between redneck? What kind of Walmart is that?
Well, it's the kind of Walmart where you walk in stiletto shoes and SpongeBob pajamas and tooth tops.
Wow.
And you're a feller.
Okay.
Then you get in your truck with great big tires and some of them symbols on the back that we don't like to talk about no more, if you know what I mean.
Wow.
And then there's always those youngins that come in. I say, hey, welcome to what? Hey, young feller, you pull those pants up.
Okay, yes, gotta put the pants on.
Well, you know, it's okay. What other, you know, clothes are they? But if you're not going to put on clean underwear, good heavens, don't sag your pants. No, pull them up.
Very true.
Amos, we don't want to hear that. You mind your own business. He's talking to me.
As you can see, we're trying to have some fun here and to understand that Agnes is telling the truth. You know, we want to be presentable. We want to, you know, treat our elders with respect, and we want to make a difference. So tell us more about where has God taken you, where you want God to take you ladies here in 2016.
Well, we have, it's opened up lots of doors. I love my church shows, and that's my staple. I like doing that because I feel like I had an experience. I was in public accounting for years, but I always wanted to be a ventriloquist. And something happened. I had a near-death experience. I was attacked in my home. And it was at that point I realized, you know, our lives are really gifts from God.
Sure.
And if we're not here to appreciate this wonderful world and what He's given us, and we can give Him glory, then, you know, our lives don't have much meaning. So at that point, I realized I'm going to do what I feel like I'm called to do. And ever since then, every single time I've trusted Him, it's gotten better. And I'm booking church shows all the time. It's really great. I'm also doing theater at Myrtle Beach.
Okay.
I'll be at GTS Theater for the Christmas season and something called the Redneck Christmas Show, which sounds just weird, but it's really kind of like it's a joke show making fun of the songs like Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer and things like that. And we have a spot in that, and we had a spot in vaudeville at the beach, and that's really, really good because this is my full-time career now.
Got it.
And everything that I do is clean, and I think people can see through me and through my figures how much I love it, and then that can open doors. And if I can just, when I go to a church, I want to go to a church that's not stuffy. I want to go to a church where it's okay to talk about funny things that we know about.
Got it.
I've been criticized before because some of my comedy mentions people selling food stamps. Well, that's not right, but it's real life. And I feel like my calling is not for Miss Perfect Susie that's been going to church all her life. My calling is I want to reach the people that went to church when they were younger. They stopped going to church, but they don't feel like they're good enough, or they don't feel like it's fun to go to church. I want my comedy to reach them with real humor where they can say, oh my goodness, those things happen, and it's okay to laugh about them and be in the church, have a good time, and party the spiritual way instead of the other way.
Amen. Amen. And for those that are watching, it is good to laugh about your situation, because when you come out of it, you can laugh about it. You can talk about the food stamps, you can talk about the WIC, you can talk about, I remember I was broke, I remember when life hit me with a blow, and then it got hit me again, and then it hit me again, and hit me again, and he said, hold up, Lord, now, I just got ran over 4 times, and where are you now? And then when God brings you out, you laugh about it now because your haters see you, and next thing you know, and they say, that cannot be the same person that got ran over 4 times. It's impossible. And so for me, the reason why I brought Miss Trish Dunn and Miss Agnes here is because I love to laugh. God loves to laugh. If you read the Bible, all them chapters make you want to laugh, because you be saying something's wrong with y'all. What, like Adam and Eve, for example. You had everything. Eve got fooled by a serpent. A serpent is smaller than maybe to my knees, if that. You've been given the power, the dominion. God told you don't touch a tree. You touched the tree. You gave it to your man. Then your man blames you for giving him something he ate. Like you forced to put a gun to his head, make him eat the apple. Instead of him going and telling God, forgive me for my sin. And you both get kicked out the palace. And now you got to work hard. That is funny. See, we laugh about it next time. If I knew what I knew, I'd have told the serpent, like, child, stop. We have like that big old warning sign, do not touch, big bright light, security alarm, touching the apple. That's the kind of thing that I would say you laugh about now. But at the time, you like saying, oh, if that was me, Lord, that would never happen. I just know Jesus. Thank you. Shabbat. Lord, and speaking in tongues. And they say, okay, yeah, that's true. But let's talk about your day at work. How many times you complain? How many times you were told not to do this and you do it anyway? You know, I like having fun. You talk about it. Tell about it. I know Miss Agnes, I know Miss Trish, you got some funny jokes. Tell us about the same thing.
I got a question. Well, you're a man. Honey, I'm going to tell you, at the Walmart there in Gastonia, they got these things called automatic toilets. Mm-hmm. Those things don't work. No.
They don't work?
No, they don't work.
Why they don't work?
Well, you go up in there and, well, you know, it's supposed to flush on it. We're not going to talk about that. We are going to. I'm 80. When you're 86, honey, you can say whatever you want.
Wow.
You go up in there, and there in that toilet is somebody else's deposit. Anything? Oh. So, you know, you go to wiggling around. You try to throw that toilet in the flush, and yes, you do. You wiggle around. It don't flush. No, it don't flush.
Are
See?
I'm serious. So then you think I'm gonna sit up, kind of go through, stand up, kind of crouch down, see if that thing will flush. It still doesn't flush. Agnes, this is real. So
There's a button on the toilet.
what?
There's a button on the toilet.
Oh, yeah, there's a button. You know where they put that button? Right on the other side of the toilet. You gotta hang your head over the toilet to flush the stupid button. Well, you desperate at this point because you done wiggled. So you lean over the toilet, you press that button, and shh, all up in your face. You gotta go get a tetanus shot later on that day, you do.
Agnes, this is sick.
So then, as a woman, then you gotta test your thigh muscles as a woman. That's why God give us nice healthy thighs. Yeah, you gotta kind of hover over that toilet because you can't touch it. No, so you hover in there, and you know what happens? That same stupid toilet that refused to flush a few minutes ago, right in the middle of you doing your business. I know you girls know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Honey, I'm 86. At my time in life, everything on me is either leaking or dried up. We don't want cold and wet anywhere, you understand?
Agnes, really?
Well, finally, you get to do your business and you walk out.
Did you make sure the toilet flushed?
No, just let the next person worry about it. That's what I say.
Agnes, really?
Oh, this is real life, honey. This is real life. One of these days, they're going to make an automatic urinal. Just picture it, ladies. They're going to be standing there and you're going to get smacked in the face with that little cake it lays in there. That'll be some revenge.
Agnes, sorry.
No problem. Well, see, like Agnes is just telling the truth, y'all. And we like having fun here at the Logan Power Show. Well, tell people how can they get in contact with you.
It's my website. It's my website, www.trishdunn.com. Email is vent, V-E-N-T, short for ventriloquist, V-E-N-T @trishdunn.com.
Amen. So for those that are watching, I guarantee you right now, this is a group you want to bring into your home so we can have some fun, you can enjoy, and some laughter in the building. Well, that's all the time I got. My name is Calvin Logan with the Logan Power Show with Miss Trish Dunn, Miss Agnes.
Peace out.
Peace out. And we will see you guys on next week.